Over 100 million people have tried ChatGPT, but most never get past basic questions. By the end of this video, you'll not only feel confident using it, but you'll unlock the hidden tricks that transform ChatGPT from a robot into your creative partner. Hi, I'm Tracy, and I make tutorials to help you use AI without the overwhelm. Today, I walk you through the exact steps I use every day, so ChatGPT feels simple to use and even a little fun. Let's jump onto my screen. This is where most people begin, a brand new chat. Think of it like opening a notebook page. Whatever you type here, ChatGPT will remember, but only inside this thread. That's why organising your chats is critical. Otherwise, it's like scribbling notes on scraps of paper and never filing them. Here's my sidebar. Every conversation I've ever had lives here. When I first started, I didn't rename a single one. And I had about 30 conversations all called Untitled. It was chaos. Imagine opening a desk drawer stuffed with unlabeled folders. Once I started to rename them, everything changed. To rename, just click on the title. Let's alter this one. Now, if I ever want to revisit ideas for viral video analysis, I know exactly where to look. Here's a trick I use for images. I have 3 separate chats which I use together. So the first one is for inspiration and brainstorming. Then the second one is to create a prompt. And the third one is where the images are made. Why? Because next month I need another batch of ideas and I don't want to have to start from scratch. So I just reuse what worked, and this is how ChatGPT becomes a library of ideas instead of a once-off tool. Projects are where it gets powerful. Think of a project like a binder. Inside you can keep multiple chats, upload files, and even set default instructions. For something bigger like writing a book, building a course, or a workflow. A project keeps everything connected instead of scattered. Beyond the default GPTs, you'll find custom GPTs. These are like hiring experts on demand. Some write like copywriters, others generate recipe ideas, some even design workouts. A good rule of thumb is to check the usage numbers. This one, Humanize AI, has over 7 million conversations. What that tells me is that millions of people trust it and it's been battle tested. And once you try GTP, it pops into your sidebar. Click on Keep in Sidebar to save any chats that you use this particular GPT for. It's something you can then rename the individual chats, and that way my sidebar becomes my personal team of AI specialists. Another quick tip, you can toggle between models. So right now I'm on ChatGPT 5, but maybe I want to see how GPT responds. Sometimes the older ones give a simpler, shorter answer, and it's useful if you don't need the advanced version. Now let's talk prompts. If I just type write a poem about my dog, here's what I get. Generic rhymes, no soul. Honestly, the first time I saw results like this, I thought maybe ChatGPT wasn't as good as people claimed. The secret. Instead, I described my dog, her look, her personality, even a recent adventure. The result, a poem that actually sounds like my dog. Same thing here. A bland prompt gets bland responses. Generic advice, nothing special. Now watch what happens with detail. Brené Brown's voice, 100 words, women over 50, suddenly speaks like a mentor directly to my audience. This is the difference between robotic AI and a message that moves people. This search bar saves me constantly. I'm planning content, and remember I once brainstormed around chocolate. I just type it in here and I get half a dozen chats where I can reuse instead of reinventing the wheel. Every image I've ever generated lives here in the library. No digging through conversations. It's my personal gallery of AI art all in one place. So let's dive into settings. This is where ChatGPT stops being just a chatbot and starts becoming your In general, you can set your theme, light, dark, or systems default. That might seem like a small thing, but if you spend hours here like I do, it makes the space more comfortable. You can also rename your account. So if you like to have separate workspaces for personal and usage, this is the place to do it. In notifications, these are huge if you multitask. You can choose desktop, push alerts, or mobile pings. When ChatGPT finishes a longer task, imagine, for example, you've asked it to draft a 10-page guide and you don't have time to sit there staring at the screen. You step away and ChatGPT taps you when it's done. Personalization is one of my favorites. This is where you give ChatGPT context about you and your audience. I've set mine to explain things in simple steps because I make tutorials for beginners. That means every new chat already starts closer to my natural style. Think of it as training wheels for your voice. Connectors let you link ChatGPT to tools you already use, like Canva, your Outlook calendar, or Google Drive. Picture this: you ask ChatGPT to create a blog outline, then send it straight into Canva for design or drop deadlines into your calendar without leaving this dashboard. That's next level productivity. Scheduling is like having a reminder system built in. You can ask ChatGPT to retry or rerun a task after it finishes. Great for things like daily content ideas or weekly summarizing. It keeps working in the background while we're having a rest. Data control. This is important. Data control shows you every conversation you've shared as a link. If you ever post a ChatGPT result to a group or share it with a friend, you can come here later and see exactly what's out there and delete it if you need to. No more panicking about what you accidentally made public. And under security, please turn on your multi-factor authentication. This makes sure that even if someone gets your password, they can't get into your account. If ChatGPT is going to become part of your daily workflow, protecting it is a non-negotiable. So that's the settings part, which most beginners skip, but the key to actually making ChatGPT work for you. Notifications saves you time, personalization makes it sound more human, connector brings the apps that you already use, and security keeps it all safe. Now let's zoom out for a second. We've covered a lot today. How to name, organize chats and projects, explore GPTs, craft prompts that sound like you, search your history, manage your images, and fine-tune your settings. And here's the best part. Next week, I'll show you how to stack GPTs together into a system that saves you hours of time. Subscribe now so you don't miss it, and let me know in the comments what's the very first setting you're going to adjust after watching this.